It's time once again to see what's new in Warframe, the week commencing the 4th of April 2022, or 4/4/22. This week, elite acts for Nightwave are destroy 3 Necromech Vault Guardians and open one of each relic. That would be 1 Lith, 1 Meso, 1 Neo, 1 Axie. I was going to say something completely different there. Normal acts: complete 5 scans for Cephalon Samaris, polarize a weapon, companion or Warframe, not in the simulacrum, kill 100 enemies with a Necromech. To be fair, you should do that while doing that. Easily. Complete 3 capture missions, and complete 9 invasion missions of any type. Crit offerings has the usual Nihil's Obolitas there. There is 10,000 Kuva, 5 Nyatan extracts, some Vauban parts, Catalyst, Reactor, lots of different helmets. The Lens Solstice skin, do like that. It does look pretty nice. Few different helmets. More importantly, the key for Nihil's Obolite to go in and actually fight Nihil and get a hold of the Vitrica that he is holding in his hands there, that is here. Auras wise, there is Deadeye plus 52.5% damage for sniper rifles. If you're going sniper only, that's kind of huge. Loot Detector is a waste of time. Animal Instinct is better. Corrosive Projection minus 18% armor on enemies, always useful. Energy Siphon, same thing. Regen energy over time. Wish it was more. Rifle Amp increases rifle damage by 27%, and Physique, remembering you can only run one of these, so it just have to match the polarity of the frame you have to whichever's better, but choosing between Energy Siphon and Corrosive Projection depends what you're doing. Same with the V polarities. Deadeye is good if you're running a sniper. I mean, yeah. Physique's good, but maximum health by 90%. Depends what frame you're using as to what auras to actually run, but Energy Siphon and Corrosive Projection kind of musts. There is the dual Zoran Daggerak skins. There is the Atarax Desert Camo skin. Wish we could rotate that. The Tonko Desert Camo skin, you can see that much better there. The Sindo Daggerak skin matches well with the dual Zoran, but you can only use one, so kind of weird that it's 2 different ones. The Valkor Shock Camo skin. There is the Kinetic Siphon decoration. This is just a landing craft decoration, doesn't do anything important. And the Heat Sword blueprint. The blueprint to build the actual Heat Sword. Not a skin, that's an actual melee weapon. Weirdly, the only melee weapon. Augments, there is Recharge Barrier, the Electric Shield augment for Volt. Ambush Optics, minus 50% zoom for the Rubicore, that to be fair would go well with Deadeye if you are running the Rubicore. There is Deceptive Bond, the decoy augment for Loki that allows it to take damage instead of you, but at the same time if it takes damage, so do you. Purifying Flames, Fire Blast augment for Ember, Power of 3, the Quiver augment for Ivara, and Prism Guard, the Prism augment for Mirage. And if I remember correctly, as we get stuck on a rock, go to see Teshin for his Steel Path Honor store in here. Well, you can guess what it is by the fact there is a lot of people here, which, yes, there's usually some, but every 8 weeks this happens. It's time for the Umbra Former. Yes, this week the Umbra Former has returned. There is the usual Veiled Riven Cipher that will return 7 days after you use it. Secondary Arcane, Primary Arcane, everything else is pretty much exactly the same because they've just kind of forgot about Teshin's Steel Path Honor store, which I could go into a massive rant about, but let's not, because all can be forgiven, because the Umbra Former blueprint is here. Yes, it is 150 Steel Essence, but you have 8 weeks to get 150 more to buy the next one, and they are well worth getting a hold of, because the Umbra polarity and the Umbral mods are really useful. Of course, if you have Helminth's Invigoration segment, weekly reset means it's time to come in and see what is new this week, because this varies the Invigoration themselves and the frame for everybody. Some people, most people will have better ones than mine, though every 10th. I wish I'd done a bit more prep for that one, to be fair. Every 10th Invigoration will mutate it, which allows you to put any one of these onto whatever frame you have equipped. And I can think of a lot of frames that 200% ability strength would be very useful on. That I would use. Not on Loki. Just to make that clear before anybody mentions it, I would use it on other frames, not on Loki. Ever. Though, no. I mean, ability range could be good for Loki. Ability duration I would put on Loki. Ability strength, no. Not on Loki. That just happens to be who I have equipped. But I can think of lots of other frames that would actually be really useful for. But I'm nowhere near my Invigoration mutation, sadly. And lastly, it's time for week 2 of the 9-year anniversary celebration of Warframe, which means at 11 AM ET, because all times on here are ET, not EST. It states it right there, ET. Week 2 will start, meaning the Dex Furus will have an alert. It will come with a weapon slot. Even if you don't want the Dex Furus, it's worth doing it because you can always sell it for credits and you still get to keep the weapon slot. And there is also going to be an alert for the Excalibur Dex skin, which I have to fight the urge to call the Dexcalibur skin. As well as, and probably more important to most people here, the weekend booster this week is going to be Double Affinity, which means starting April 8th at 2 PM ET up until Monday at 2 PM. So that's the 8th is what, Friday? So at Friday at 2 PM ET until Monday at 2 PM ET, April 8th till April 11th, Double Affinity, which if you do have a affinity booster on the go, that weekend means 4 times affinity. If you have something you've been wanting to level up, this weekend's the time. But don't forget, there will be another one for week 4. This is just week 2 that will end April 11th at 10:59 AM, because obviously week 3 starts after that. That will bring the Dex Dacra next week, but the Dex Furus, well, that was the first year anniversary item that they should have started with that, not the Cyberus. I said it before, so I'll see it again. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.